Hello and welcome to the weekly wrap video. Just a couple of things to catch you up on from the past 5 trading sessions. Of course, all the focus on the Federal Reserve and its decision to not taper their quantitative easing program. So the FOMC decided to maintain their $85 billion a month bond purchase program across both treasuries and mortgage-backed securities space. Now this was a bit of a surprise to markets who had been expecting that a window had been provided by the market to trim purchases by between $10 and $15 billion. As such, we saw a firm short squeeze in both US equity indices and the treasuries markets, with a 10-year yield in the US plummeting 15 basis points in the wake of the announcement from the US Central Bank. As such, the S&P 500 and Dow Jones surged to fresh all-time record highs, the high in the S&P 500 being at around 1730 and the high in the Dow being just above 15,710. So of course we'll look to see if this can be maintained through and towards next week, but most analysts do see a bit of a short-term rally, but nothing has really changed in the medium term as the onus turns to December, where most research houses see the next opportunity for the Fed to pull back on their QE program. In terms of the potential next Fed chairman or woman, Janet Yellen remains the front runner in terms of analyst expectations. We have had a bit of circulation around this week in regards to Donald Cohn, the former Fed vice chairman, who is also being eyed for the job. However, it is seen him having a bit of democratic resistance, as he was in his position during the Bush administration and oversaw the cataclysmic collapse of Lehman Brothers in 2008. But as we head in towards the weekend, we also turn to the German federal elections. I need to remind you that last weekend, German Chancellor Merkel's CSU sister party won the Bavarian state elections, setting her up in pretty good stead to maintain the position as Chancellor. However, we have seen a bit of a resurgence of some of the minor parties in Germany, the likes of Alternative for Germany, who are just on the cusp of attaining that 5% threshold to gain access to the Bundestag. Now, if this was the case, it would put up the chances of another grand coalition in Germany. That's a coalition between the CDU and CSU and the opposition Social Democratic SPD party, where Peer Steinbrück would gain access to governing power. Now, still unseen as yet whether this could be a positive or a negative to the Eurozone crisis policy, as we may see a bit more leniency towards some of the lesser southern periphery states in Europe. However, this political wrangling, as they do try and negotiate a coalition, could just cause further delays from the Eurozone's most important state of Germany. So look out for the results of the federal elections on Sunday, which we'll bring you as soon as we can on Monday morning. But in the meantime, that's all from me. Make sure you have a fantastic weekend.